to study careers.
That's right.
What is a career that's going to be an actual objective? I looked at careers objectively, even in my teenage years.
Yeah.
Okay, I took time to actually study the NFL and study the NBA and study sports. What is the actual what is we actually doing?
Yeah.
I studied shoe designing. I studied culinary arts.
Mm-hmm.
I realized with culinary arts, you can travel the planet.
Yeah.
You can make money over 20 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You can be a private chef. You can be a restaurateur, executive chef, caterer, cruise ships.
Yeah,
I was
cruise,
shouting
yeah,
about cruise ships, right?
Yeah.
You can go to, or you can do a 1,000 different things being a chef. And it's a trade, a skill set that will be a part of that is needed forever. It's needed forever, everywhere, anywhere.
It is essential. Someone has to prepare the food that which we consume. Yes, sir.
And then after already having our own catering company that was already established in our community,
Yeah.
then we just learned that how to grow our own food and raised our value higher.
That's right.
Because we actually studied Michelin star chefs.
That's right.
And studied world-renowned chefs.
Yeah.
And guess what? Michelin is a Michelin star chef who grows his own food and takes that food into his restaurant.
Exactly.
And we said, let's do that.
That's right.
And guess what?
Yeah.
Now we were recognized, and now that's how we are in these positions that we are in, because we are self-sustainable.
That's right.
So
That's right.
you can say I'm the hater, or you can be objective and accept that we made the right choice.
You made the right choice. You made the right choice. You're playing a long-term game that's ultimately going to be more successful than putting your body on the line for a short-term amount of fiat currency. You're on the track to create your own currency by accumulating value, something of value.
I know one thing. Can't nobody tell me can't nobody trade me nowhere.
That's true.
I know can't nobody tell me I gotta go pack my bags and go play and go do something for somebody else.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would tell me you gotta go be a chef for somebody else on the other side of the country.
That's crazy.
Today.
That's crazy.
Pack your bags and the whole world know you gotta go. Man, let me chill. Let me relax and let me calm down.
Yeah. that is crazy about like how we have normalized like, oh, these guys just get to get shipped all over the country.
Just get treated like chattel slavery.
Like chattel slavery, man.
And it's normal.
It's normal.
At some point we have to say, hey, this isn't normal.
This isn't normal. And we're saying that right now.
We're saying it right.
But also,
we said it. We
like,
said it. Hey, guess what?
Normal.
We said it.
It's not normal. But like we said, it's not judgment. It's just observing and being objective. And being objectives in all aspects of life, in relationships with other people, viewing business, viewing industries. It's like it allows you to make the best decision for yourself because you could see things for what they are, right? So you're like, okay, well, if we keep on entertaining people and not acquiring land to produce something for ourselves, we're going to be the exact same spot that we are in now, where the masses of our people are poverty and in a lower vibration existence. So that's not a calculation I would ever make. I'm not going to do that.
Yes. LA has a lot of sports teams.
Yeah.
And we are a food desert.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So we can you feel me? Like we have, like you said, we have to be how many sports teams do we have in LA? How many acres of land do we have to grow our own food in LA?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Good question.
LA is one of the highest concentrations of wealth in the planet.
Yes, sir.
How are we having food insecurities?
That's a good question. Yeah. Yeah.
Objectively.
Yeah.
If we have all this money and we have all of this notoriety.
Well, we say we have all this money.
I'm talking about like the athletes.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
I feel like this conversation is here, and I feel like I kind of a part of me wants to be like, oh, but now it's like, nah, let's really lean in with this.
Let's lean in
because it's real.
It is real.
And we do, and at me, especially at 32, it is our job as a I'm an OG now, relatively.
Yeah, no, relatively.
It's my job to look at these young men and say, "Hey, I get it.
Yeah,
but let's really think about what you're about to do because you're going to spend all of your teenage years, your childhood years, your young adult years.
In this,
what are you trying to accomplish?
Yeah,
and what is the probabilities of you accomplishing it?
The probabilities are low.
The probabilities are very low.
Very, very, very.
There's the probabilities of you really hurting your body.
That's right.
and having substantial injuries to your body.
Yeah, and then with injuries to your body, having no tangible skill sets to apply to the real world.
Because you're so big, because you put all your time and attention to on this.
On that, what is it? An assembly line. An assembly line. So the game is like, they put enough, as many of these black boys on this assembly line, whether it's to jail, to sports, keep them in these trajectories so that they don't come anywhere near the levers of power in this country, which is ownership, and specifically ownership of land and resources.
Yes.
Like we haven't even conceptualized the necessity of that if you want to be a free people, not subject to the ruling class of this country that enslaved your ancestors, that enslaved you. So it's
Because there's no infrastructure there.
Yeah.
We're continuing to plug ourselves into someone else's infrastructure.
Yes, sir.
Which means the bottom layer, and then the layer below that, and then the outer layer of honest. I mean, we talking about even all the sponsors. Like I always tell them, there's no black owned business on these commercials.
No, sir. No.
There's no black owned vendors in these stadiums.
No, sir.
There's no black owned parking. The people who who work for take care of the parking, they're not black.
No, sir.
Right.
No, sir.
And so we're just, and mind you, it's just everybody. There's the medical staff, all of the team staff, the people who actually, the team itself, the business of the team.
The business of the team.
That's not ours.
That's not ours. None of it is ours.
So the equity, the actual infrastructure. Once again, agriculture is the foundation of civilization.
Yes, sir.
Because agriculture teaches you infrastructure.
Yes, it does.
It teaches you how to build something from the ground up.
Yeah, from the ground up, and then figure out a way to market the fruits of your labor to the market and charge a price that you could live your life on, right? So it's literally all